Hey guys, if you don't know me already, my name is Nguyen. We let to manage high quality HMOs and single lets like this one in and around Birmingham. We're doing a quick check and inspection. So as I said in my previous post checkout video, that the problem when tenants actually look after the property, not do a lot of damages, but there are slight wear and tear on walls, especially walls, is that when there are slight marks, you can't just paint over them like this. You literally have to make the decision whether you're going to touch them up. Unfortunately, this is what they'll look like when you do small touch-ups. Ideally, you should have to repaint the whole wall. Now that means that the tenant might have just slightly marked the wall, like barely noticeable to them, but to a new tenant, they will really notice it, and it's unfair to give a new tenant a suboptimal wall, let's say. As a landlord and an investor, you should always provide the property in the best condition possible. And again, this wall as well, as you can see, very patchy. And that wall as well. So, it's slight wear and tear. Unfortunately, we went for the touch-ups. Unfortunately, that didn't work, so we're going to have to get somebody in to repaint the whole wall. And by that I mean it's just little marks like this, which as you look at it now, barely noticeable unless you're looking for it. But obviously, if you are a new tenant, these things do add up, and the place does look not as new. Let's say it doesn't look that great. So as an investor, you have to decide, is it worth touching that up? And if it is, there's always a risk that it will look like that. Or do you repaint the whole wall and not just that wall? Because that wall is connected to this part, you have to paint this as well. And that's really expensive. So yeah, unfortunately, that's one of those sort of more difficult decisions you have to make as a landlord and investor. So for example, there'll be small minor marks like this. Do you touch it up and risk it looking like this? Or do you just repaint? Because one or two marks like that, do you then have to repaint the whole wall, which is actually quite expensive? In that situation, had the tenant has just messed the whole wall, that would have costed the landlord or investor the same. Anyway, hope that's been helpful. Generally speaking, it's actually better to repaint the whole wall because, this is what happens when you touch it up. And then you paid for somebody to touch it up, paid for the time, and then you just send it out to then do it all again. All right, hope that's helpful. See you guys at the next one. Bye.